Sarah, comrades, first of all, thanks for the opportunity to bring my personal and political solidarity to this brilliant rally and this celebration of socialist ideas, sharing it with such distinguished comrades. And as Sarah's indicated, what better time to celebrate those ideas in the centenary of the Great Russian Revolution, with Donald Trump in the Oval Office and a Tory government visibly crumbling before our eyes. We are confronted by an economic, and it should always be remembered, an environmental crisis of massive proportions, which show the relevance today of socialist ideas, not just to help explain the world, but as somebody once said, to change it. And as Sarah said, as a proud Socialist Party member and the elected Assistant General Secretary of PCS since 2004, I'm proud of the contribution I've made over 3 decades of work in helping defeat one of the most reactionary leaderships in the British trade union movement in CPSA, confirmed by the recent release of government papers that prove a conspiracy between the Thatcher government and that right-wing leadership to deny a comrade, a brilliant comrade, John McCready, from his rightful place as the elected General Secretary of CPSA. Now, to counter this threat, we built in the CPSA and followed this through into PCS a rank-and-file left, and we won support after many years of struggle for a militant industrial political response to the attacks of successive Tory and, let's not forget, new Labour governments. And I'm proud of being part of a leadership working alongside comrades like Janice Godrich, John McAnally, Fran Heathcote, Marion Lloyd, working alongside Mark Sawatka and a Left Unity National Executive Committee, and I'm proud of the role that we have collectively played in leading the fight against austerity in recent years. And we've had to contend not just with an attack on the conditions of our members, we've also had to contend with an attack on union rights in the civil service. And our answer to this has been to defy the threat to our union funds by re-recruiting, in the mother of all recruitment exercises, members back into the union, and like the RMT and the POA before us, have emerged organisationally stronger and prepared and ready to continue the fight on behalf of our members. And our answer has also been to fight for tax justice, to fight for the jobs and resources in revenue and customs, to collect the tens of billions stolen from the public purse by the super rich as a result of tax avoidance, tax evasion and uncollected taxes. And our answer in the DWP, as a result of industrial action and political pressure, has been to challenge the office closure programme and to call for a halt to the disaster that universal credit rollout would involve for so many millions of working people. And our answer, as a result of industrial pressure and a court victory, has been to halt the attempt by the government to massively cut the redundancy payments of our members, designed to make it quicker and cheaper to sack PCS members. And our answer, as Sarah referred to, has been a consultative pay ballot with 99% voting to reject the pay cap and nearly 80% voted to take action if the Tories don't listen. With a turnout a fraction under 50%, this represents the best result and most representative vote we've ever secured in a PCS ballot. And this gives us a decisive mandate to take up the fight against the public sector pay cap, to build with public sector unions through the TUC. We hold them to account, but in parallel, we talk to those unions and build up support that those are prepared and serious about supporting a programme of sustained industrial action that will be needed to force back such an enfeebled Tory government. To finish, comrades, the election of Jeremy Corbyn as Labour leader, the popular support for the election manifesto, I believe, marks a turning point in British politics. But to rebuild the power of British unions is to follow the example of the RMT, defending public safety on the railways. The magnificent result, turnout, the 74% of postal workers in the CWU who voted in support of industrial action to defend their rights as workers, and they deserve, and whatever the delays as a result of Mr. Justice Supperstone's court judgment, they deserve and can expect the solidarity of the Socialist Party and organised working class in Britain today. And of the Bakers Union, who organised the first ever strike in Britain of McDonald's workers fighting for £10 an hour and the right to unionise in the fast food industry. But it's not just the consistent day-to-day struggles of trade unions to counter the vast imbalance of wealth and power between capital and labour. It is about offering an alternative to a failed capitalist system and offering the vision of a socialist society. Thanks for listening, comrades.